Hello, my name is Audrey Costley, and I'm a member of the Language, Music, and Dementia team. And I'm going to give a brief overview of what we've been doing over the past few years and what we're planning on doing in the future. So, who are we? We are a Basque Connections team, and we're exploring the impact of musicianship and multilingualism on delaying the onset of symptoms of dementias such as Alzheimer's disease. And we're using neuroimaging and behavioral data. And our team is directed by Dr. Edna Andrews. So, the main idea that really anchors our team is that a lifetime of multilingualism and musicianship builds cognitive reserve. And cognitive reserve are changes in the brain that allow it to better withstand neural insult. So, in the case of dementia, this would mean that people with significant atrophy in their brain could maintain a higher level of cognitive functioning for a longer period of time. So, why is this important? The first thing to know is, as I'm sure a lot of you know, is that dementias impact most people at some point throughout their lifetime or someone that you know and love. And this particularly impacts people as they get older. And our society is living longer lives and getting older more. So, and this produces memory loss and confusion in patients. It can be a really devastating disease. So, current treatments for dementias and Alzheimer's disease are focused on pharmacological treatments. And these are really important, and the research around it is really important. But there hasn't been substantive results in actually reducing symptoms among patients suffering from dementia. So, this is why we're looking at non-pharmacological approaches that should be explored. One thing we can talk about physical exercise, cognitive therapy, music therapy, meditation, and more. But this is why we're thinking about building cognitive reserve as a way to make more resilient and healthier brains that can resist dementia longer, as opposed to only pharmacological solutions. So, some research that really informs what we're doing is the idea that bilingualism delays the onset of dementia symptoms by 4.1 years. Um, in addition, Dr. Andrews herself did research that suggests that musicianship increases cognitive reserve throughout the life cycle. We can see in these graphs that in red line represents musicians and the blue line represents the control. So as patients age, their white matter integrity and connectivity in the brain is increasing in musicians and decreasing among the control. And in that third row, they're both decreasing, but the slope is a little less in musicians. So it really does have a substantial impact on the ways our brains function. Additionally, right now, we're trying to expand this research to multilinguals and perform the same type of fMRI studies, but expand it to multilinguals. So, this is our roadmap, what we've been doing over the past few years and now. The first thing we did from August 2019 through December 2020 was looking at best practices for fMRI behavioral data collection for language and music through proficiency testing for language and structured interview processes. Then our team got a little interrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic, but we were able to explore COVID and how that impacted communities of practice for multilinguals and musicians who really need the face-to-face interaction to be able to perform and speak. And finally, now we are exploring the possible trends that this might have for multilinguals and non-musicians by doing more neuroimaging data and analysis. Thank you.